Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
And today we're going to talk about another holiday. It's not for lovers.
Okay.
Of course, not everybody can be involved in a relationship. So, of course, Valentine's Day and Qixi and days like that.
Yeah?
You kind of have to sit to the side and watch your friends have all the fun while you have to feel guilty about being single. No, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. I'm a ban. But hey, someone's come up with an idea here for single people to have a kind of celebration, and that only seems fair.
Hey, maybe they could actually meet someone at these celebrations and, then for the next Valentine's Day, they'd actually have some girlfriend or boyfriend or maybe even a spouse. Maybe it even leads to marriage. Yeah, I don't need a singles day. I am single, but I think I'm okay. I try to, do things for my best friends and family that are married and just thank them for being in my life.
Yeah, it isn't unusual for people to, forget the marriage thing and just go through life single. It can be done. Lots of people do it. They're successful. They're happy, etc., etc. So, yes, it's time to celebrate being single, and that's what our article is all about today in our unit on trends. So let's get to it, everybody. Let's read the entire contents of our lesson right now.
Couples have many special days on which to celebrate their relationships. Valentine's Day, the Qixi Festival, White Day, and so on. Single people might feel left out on those festivals, but on November 11th, they have a day all to themselves, Singles Day. Singles Day started out in 1993 as an unofficial celebration. 4 single students at Nanjing University in China were playing mahjong together. After discussing their desire for girlfriends, they decided to celebrate their bachelor status rather than let it get them down. They picked November 11th because the date, written 11/11 or 11.11, consists of 4 ones, representing single people. The idea caught on fast, first within the university, and then across China. The day's popularity really took off when social media became more widespread and China's biggest online shopping company got involved. In 2009, Alibaba, which runs Taobao and Tmall, began promoting Singles Day as a time for people to make themselves feel better via retail therapy. Offering huge discounts, it turned Singles Day into an enormous shopping event. There's one big downside to Singles Day shopping, though: waste. Every year, Alibaba alone generates an estimated 3,000 tons of garbage because of this holiday. So, how can you celebrate Singles Day without harming the environment? Many people hang out with other single friends, having dinner or singing at a KTV. Eating youtiao, or fried dough sticks, is popular, as the sticks resemble ones. Others use Singles Day to try to end their single status by going on blind dates or attending other dating events. If you're celebrating Singles Day this year, have fun. And remember, there's nothing wrong with being single.
Okay, let's get to it. Let's talk about our article for today. The title here is One Isn't the Loneliest Number on Singles Day.
Wait, are you going to sing for us? This is a song.
Yes, of course. I think our writer here is referring to the song made famous by Three Dog Night. Back in 1969, this song is called One. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. I could go on.
I like that song.
Yeah, you could look it up yourselves. I'm sure someone has posted it on YouTube. But I guess one is a lonely number if you're single. But, according to this holiday here, one isn't the loneliest number because it's Singles Day. And you can have lots of friends who are in the same situation as you. They're single as well. You can get together, have parties, and have all sorts of fun, just like couples do.
I just remembered an idiom we use sometimes to talk about people who are in the same situation. We're in the same boat. Yeah, we're in the same boat together. You don't necessarily need together, but yeah, we're in the same boat. We're experiencing the same sort of situation. So couples have many special days on which to celebrate their relationships. Now, we've got several listed here. We've got Valentine's Day that everybody knows about, I think. And if you're single, guys, just remember you can actually love other people besides, a romantic love. So I used to send my mom and dad something on Valentine's Day. The Qixi Festival, which we know of here, which happens on I think July 7th on the lunar calendar. And then we've got White Day, which I don't know about. Tom, do you know anything about White Day?
Well, yeah, it's the Lover's Day in Japan, but it's also recognized in Taiwan, South Korea, Vietnam, other countries out here in Asia.
Cool.
But that's on March 14th, the month after Valentine's Day. But in any case, yes, you might want to celebrate your relationship on one of these days. Single people might feel left out on those festivals, but on November 11th, they have a day all to themselves, Singles Day. So in this sentence, we've got the phrase to be left out with the be verb there, to be left out or to feel left out. That means to omit something. The original form is to leave out, to omit something, to not include it. So yeah, you might not feel included. You'll feel like an outsider. You'll feel like you don't belong.
Yeah, you haven't been included. You're not participating. Sometimes kids feel left out if their classmates have a party and they're not invited. Ooh, terrible feeling. So yeah, you might feel left out on those festivals because you don't have that girlfriend or boyfriend. But we have good news for some of you out there that feel left out. On November 11th, they have a day all to themselves. Who are they? Well, the singles out there. And that day, that festival is actually called Singles Day.
Single, right. A single here could be a noun in this particular case. But most of the time we say, are you married? No, I'm single. We'll use it in that way. But in this case, singles does refer to people who are not married or not involved in some kind of romantic relationship.
Now, if you use it as an adjective, guys, you would just say he's a single man or he's a single guy or she's a single girl and put the noun after. But here, yeah, it can be both.
And it's pretty common these days to be single. Maybe 30 years ago, it was probably pretty unusual for someone to be single when they were, say, 30 or 40.
Yeah, and not because they didn't get married at all. Some people got divorced. A lot more divorces these days, and some of those people decide not to remarry.
I guess you could be single if you get divorced, and that's pretty cool. It's a new time of freedom for you. But here in the next paragraph, it says, Singles Day started out way back in 1993 as an unofficial celebration. So people celebrated it, but it wasn't recognized by a government. It wasn't a national holiday or anything like that. Maybe just some people celebrated it. People knew about it, but it wasn't official.
Nowadays, because of the internet and social media, we kind of know what everyone's doing around the world now. It's easier to get news and information from other places that are far, far away. So how it started was there were 4 single students, 4 single men, we can say, and they attended Nanjing University in China. And they were together playing mahjong, which is kind of a fun game to play. I enjoy mahjong. And now after discussing, so they're chatting, guys, after discussing their desire for girlfriends, can't you just hear this conversation? These poor guys, they have no girlfriend. Oh, life is so hard. They decided, hey, we're going to celebrate our bachelor status. When you talk about a bachelor, you're talking about a boy, a guy who is single, not a girl, guys. Don't use it for women. Women have a different term. But bachelor, if you see bachelor, you're usually talking about guys who may not ever get married, or sometimes there's a wedding. Before the wedding actually happens, they'll have a party called a bachelor's party. And the groom, who's going to be marrying soon, invites all his best buddies to go and do something fun. In the meantime, there's a bridesmaid party at the same time, and the girl who's getting married, she'll take her girlfriend somewhere.
Exactly. So indeed, if you're a bachelor, you are an unmarried man. Bachelorette is the female, as you said. And I should mention that also this word is used in university degrees. You get your bachelor's degree for your first 4 years, etc.
Whether you're a guy or a girl, you still get that bachelor's degree. True.
Right. So these guys decided, hey, we're single. Let's celebrate the fact that we're bachelors and not get all depressed. Let's not get down about this. So they picked November 11th because the date's written 11/11 or 11.11 consists of 4 ones representing single people. They obviously couldn't have chosen January 1st because that's already taken. That's New Year's Eve. They can't do that. So they chose November 11th here.
Smart.
It's got 4 ones, I guess, representing the 4 people there. So in this sentence, of course, we've got the word represent. That just means something stands for something. To represent, for example, letters represent sounds. The letter T, for example, in English represents the T sound, etc., etc.
Yeah. Now, the idea caught on fast because it was kind of a fun idea. Who doesn't want a party or another festival, right? So first it caught on or became well known and was spread throughout the student body, all the kids going to this university. It first happened within Nanjing University and then across the whole country of China. Now, the day's popularity really took off when social media became more widespread, and China's biggest shopping company got involved. Oh, it's always about buying stuff, isn't it? So if you're talking about something's popularity, it's how well liked, it is out there, how many people really regard it with a lot of approval. They think it's great. You can have popular celebrities, people who are famous and well-liked by just, normal people. Maybe a brand that you buy of food becomes very popular because it tastes good. People like it. So popularity is the noun form. Popular is the adjective form. And if something takes off, guys, it gets very popular quickly. You can also talk about taking off as in leaving. Hey, I'm going to take off in a bit. I need to go home. We use it for a lot of things, a verb phrase take off. Also, a plane takes off. It lands when it comes down, but it takes off. And also here, just so you know, in business, if you've had a very successful product launch and a lot of people are really buying a lot of it, talking about it, you can say that the product really took off.
And you could also say you can take off your clothes when you're going to take a shower or something like that. But in this case, the popularity kind of took off here. It got really wild and crazy.
It skyrocketed.
Especially, when the media became more widespread.
Yeah.
So widespread, of course, means, common all over the place, widespread. The disease, unfortunately, is not widespread, so don't worry about it. You won't get sick. And China's biggest online shopping company got involved. They decided to make some money from this. Who wouldn't? So now we have this celebration. And now we have time to listen to our Chinese teacher. Let's do that right now.
Hello, my name is Shelby. 这篇课文我们要来看光棍节。在第一题空格的前一句，情侣有许多属于自己的节日来庆祝他们的特殊关系。接着呢是这个空格的题目，然后这段就结束了。而在下一段的主题句提到 Singles Day， 从这里我们可以感受到 couples 以及 singles 的对比，又与节日有关。所以空格内容可能包含 singles 以及节日。选项 C, Single people might feel left out on those festivals, but on November 11th, they have a day all to themselves, Singles Day. 单身人士觉得这些节日遗漏了他们11月11日让他们拥有专属的日子，就是适合第一题空格的答案。其中动词片语 have ... all to oneself 专属某人的。例如我们说我今天看电影只有一个人，我独享了电影厅 I have the theater all to myself。 第二段要说明光棍节是怎么来的。在第二题空格的前一句4个大学生打麻将，后一句他们决定在11月11日。这句话呢表示空格可以推论出他们在一起共商了某件事情，而且还与日期有关。选项 F, After discussing their desire for girlfriends, they decided to celebrate their bachelor status rather than let it get them down. 在讨论他们对女朋友的渴望后，他们决定不再因为单身而沮丧。主词 they 呼应上一句提到的4个单身学生，而选日子的动机就是要庆祝自己单身的状态，所以这题答案选 F。 我们顺便要来看一下选项 F 的句型。 After discussing their desire for girlfriends， 原来的句子 After they discussed their desire for girlfriends, they decided to blah blah. After 副词子句与主要句子的主词相同，都是 they。 这时候我们可以省略 after 子句的主词，将动词 discussed 过去式，同时变成 discussing 分词形态，仍然保留 after， 免得句意不清，这就是分词构句。第3题，空格前一句提到选定光棍节日期，后一句这个日子的知名度起飞，我们可以推测这个空格应该是从开始到真正流行之间的状况，所以选项 A The idea caught on fast, first within the university and then across China. 这个概念扩散式的流行了起来。这个句意刚好连贯上下文，使文章有逻辑，而且能够接着说明下一句这个节日流行起来的原因，所以我们答案选 A。 另外我们介绍一下 catch on 这个动词片语，变得流行。例如说，这种饮料在90年代流行起来。 The drink really caught on in 1990s.
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're back, guys. We're talking about a special festival for singles called Singles Day, which happens on November 11th. I think I'll be paying more attention now. It is November 11th today because I don't think I've ever noticed that this was a festival, so I need to pay more attention.
Okay, so here in the next paragraph it says, in 2009, about 10 years ago, Alibaba, which runs Taobao and Tmall, began promoting Singles Day as a time for people to make themselves feel better via retail therapy. Via here could also be read via. It kind of depends on where you're from. I say via myself.
I say via. I grew up with via, though, and now I say via.
Okay, fair enough. So via just means through or by, using what particular path or whatever, passageway or whatever. So they do it using retail therapy, whatever that is. Retail have to do with buying things. Companies sell things in stores.
Well, I think I know what retail therapy is. Say you have a bad day, ladies. What do you want to do? Well, let's go to the mall and buy something pretty for ourselves.
Oh, like being a shopaholic, basically.
Could be dangerous, yes. It could put a lot of charges on your credit card. Be careful.
Okay, so here it goes on to say, and they were offering huge discounts, so it turned Singles Day into an enormous shopping event. That's smart. If you're a company, you want to figure out ways to sell products. So they jumped on the bandwagon here, so to speak. They got involved with this and decided to make a buck. That's what it's all about, everybody, making money. I guess we should say something about the word discount.
Okay.
I think most people know about that. I should say that discount is the noun. I'll give you a 10% discount, whereas discount is the verb, but very few people actually say it that way. Okay, I'll give you a discount, or I'll discount the price 10%.
Yeah. So there's one big downside, though, to Singles Day shopping. Ooh, I bet there is. So when you talk about the pros and the cons of something, pros are positives, cons are negative, but you can also talk about the downsides, the upsides. Here's a downside. Something that's negative is waste. Every year, Alibaba alone, we're just talking about them alone, we're not including anyone else, they generate a lot of garbage. Here it says they generate an estimated 300,000 tons of garbage. Whoa. Now, because it's a company, we're using it as a form of a single noun. So Alibaba generates an estimated. You heard me say they generate, which is correct as well. So Alibaba produces a lot of garbage. And we know that this is a problem because a lot of that garbage, there's no room anymore for it. And sometimes it gets into the ocean, which is horrible.
Yeah, so I'm trying to imagine exactly what sorts of products they sell for Singles Day, maybe cards or candy or chocolate or stuff like that.
But they come in those packaging, the packaging like boxes and things like that. What do we do with those? We have to recycle.
And of course, you always have to give somebody lots of food, which they can't finish, so it all gets thrown out.
Yeah.
And so that's the downside to Singles Day shopping. Waste, garbage, rubbish. So every year, Alibaba alone generates a lot of garbage there, lots of tons of garbage because of the holiday. So how can you celebrate Singles Day without harming the environment?
Yeah.
Yes, you're environmentally conscious. You don't want to throw trash all over the place just to celebrate this. Yes, what can you do? What sorts of suggestions do we have for you to be clean when you celebrate this holiday?
Yeah, to not actually hurt the earth more than you have to. So we've got some suggestions. You could go with your single friends and just have dinner where people are able to eat. Or maybe you go and sing at a KTV, which is so popular. You can try eating youtiao, and those are the fried dough sticks. Mostly I see those eaten at breakfast time, but I guess you could have them any time of the day. That's popular because why? Well, think of the shape. Those youtiao actually look like ones. They're straight sticks. If you resemble something, you look like it. Maybe you resemble your dad or your mom. Or maybe you see, an animal that resembles another animal. I resemble my dad, which made me cry when I heard that as a child because kids interpret things differently. I thought they were saying I look like a boy.
Oh, no, yeah. If you're a girl, you don't want to be told that you look like your father. And if you're a boy, you don't want to be told that you look like your mother. Although I believe I resemble my mother quite a bit. My daughter resembles my wife in terms of her features.
Oh, I think she looks like you too.
Yeah, but she also looks like me too.
Yeah,
so in any case, yes, the dough sticks here, youtiao, look like the number one. I guess you could have French fries too if you want to.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe you could smoke cigarettes too, but
let's
of course,
not do that.
Yeah, we don't want to promote that, but I guess they do kind of look like ones. But don't do that. Don't give yourself cancer for the sake of Singles Day.
They also cost a lot of money.
True, and they have taxes and those ugly pictures on the packages. And so, yeah, stick to the youtiao, fried dough sticks. And they, of course, look like the number one. And other people use Singles Day to try and end their single status by going on blind dates or attending other dating events. A blind date means somebody, introduces you to somebody.
Set you up is what we say.
And you don't see them before the actual date. I think I've been on one blind date in my life. Long time ago. Nice girl, but I guess we didn't really have enough in common to continue a relationship. But in any case, yes, these are some things you might do on Singles Day. Go on a blind date or go to some other dating events. Maybe those speed dating things or whatever they're called.
Yeah, those are crazy. I hate blind dates. I've been set up a couple of times by friends who like both people. They like me, they like the guy, and I always feel like I disappoint the people who set me up because, we just didn't click. If you click with someone, it feels more natural talking to them. You feel like you have some things in common. But a lot of times we go on dates, as you know, guys, and we just don't feel like we're clicking with the other person. So you could try different things, but the point here is, hey, have some fun on Singles Day. And remember, there's nothing wrong with being single. It's not like you have some disease or you're a horrible person. It's just you haven't found the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, but keep looking.
Especially in China there, because I believe there's such a high ratio of men there to women. So lots of men in China just aren't going to have girlfriends. They're not ever going to get married. That is a fact of life. There might be some truth to that here in Taiwan. I don't know. You'll have to discuss that amongst yourselves. But in any case, don't feel ashamed if you're single. It happens. There are people who go through life without being married, although being married is kind of fun too.
Kind of cool.
Maybe even being divorced could be fun too. Who knows? But that brings us to the end of our lesson for today. Let's now listen to our Chinese teacher.
上一段提到中国电商介入光棍节的行销，在第4题，我们这一段呢只有2句，空格上一句，也就是主题句。他说，阿里巴巴集团开始宣传光棍节是透过购物让自己开心的好时机。接着呢是这个空格，在这段就没有其他内容了，表示整段都是关于 商业行销，锁定主题句。选项一 Offering huge discounts, it turned single stay into an enormous shopping event. 它提供了巨额的折扣，让光棍节成为一个巨大的购物活动。主词 it 呼应上一句提到的名词，说明它提供折扣。我们可以推断 it 是指阿里巴巴，而且整个句子的文意也与主题句有关，所以答案选一。另外 turn into 动词变于变成，这是很好用的动词哦，表示产生什么什么的结果。例如说，他们的谈话变成了争论， Their conversation turned into an argument。 在第4段，我们看到了第5题，光棍节有没有负面影响？空格上一句说，阿里巴巴集团每年因为这个节日制造很多垃圾，而接着空格后面的句子是除了购物之外，人们其他庆祝光棍节的方式。从这种反差，我们可以推测作者呼吁人们不要以制造垃圾的方式来庆祝。选项 B So, how can you celebrate a Singles Day without harming the environment? 如何在不伤害环境的情况中庆祝光棍节？以问句引出主题，接着举一些不会伤害环境的庆祝方式，文意连贯，所以我们答案就选 B。 以上是今天的讲解，谢谢收听。
Well, that's it, guys. We've been talking about a trend, something that you're seeing that's quite popular out there in society. You might want to see what happens today. Maybe you're out there and you're single. Get some friends together and have some fun. It's always fun to be with your friends, regardless if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or not.
Yep, it can be a great time, so knock yourselves out, have the time of your life, and maybe you'll meet somebody special. Maybe you won't, who cares? But that brings us to the end of our lesson. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again next time. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
See ya.